Welcome to Outback Outdoors. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the alert to stay up to date on all our new videos.
I am in the Show Me State. This is a whitetail season. I'm sitting in a shop that we've been staying in. We got a potbelly stove back behind us, keeping things warm. And I'm sitting across the table from the Zannackers.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Audrey. I am from Plainfield, Illinois, and I have been hunting for about 6 years or so. 6 years now. Yep.
Awesome.
I've been hunting since I was 12.
And hello everyone, my name is Todd Zannacker. I'm Audrey's father, and I've been hunting, my first year in the woods I was 12, and I'm 52 now, so that makes 40, so 40 years for me. And for the last 6 years, I've had my best hunting partner, which has been my daughter Audrey. This was part of a high school graduation gift and a turning 18 gift, so
That's
we were
right.
wrapping everything up into one spectacular trip.
Dad, here you are, a little bit new experience getting her prepped for this hunt. What did you do? And did you do anything different, or did you just kind of go, hey, let's throw some bolts down range, and all we got to do is be closer?
Right. Well, one thing that we did that was, I think, very good preparation was we spent a lot of hours watching television shows with bow hunters.
Oh, yeah.
And how they do things, because, the philosophy may be the same, but it is completely different in terms of the style of hunting. We did a lot of preparation just from an educational standpoint, learning how to shoot down, learning how to shoot closer.
Yep.
Focusing on all that, and it was really intuitive though for her to switch from a rifle style of hunting to a crossbow style of hunting. And for what it's worth, I think it's a great way to get a youth into the sport.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to worry about drawing the bow. There's a lot of things that I don't want to say make it easier, but they really do. They make it easier and just a lot easier in the stand.
There's no doubt about it. Crossbow is an exceptional tool.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Getting into archery.
But this wind might, hold on, we got wind there. Got some, get that clean.
Oh, is it icy?
Yeah. Don't want to add any weight, because it'll change how it flies. It's okay. Slow down. Can you do this with your foot? Lean forward and get behind the stock. Okay, if it was further this way, would that help? Alright. Because again, I anticipate most of your shots to be either this window or this window. You're gonna watch them come out through this window. You're gonna let them get here or here.
Hi, I'm Trevin Stoltzfus with Outback Outdoors, and I'm here in my local bow shop in Fort Collins, Colorado, Rocky Mountain Archery. Welcome to today's Wasp Tech Talk. Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to go out on the range and we're going to test the durability of some Wasp archery broadheads by shooting them into a tire, a cinder block, and a sheet of plywood. The Wasp jackhammer is a 3-blade expandable. Let's go to the range and see how it handles the abuse. The 3-blade jackhammer hit hard in this durability test. It got decent penetration on the tire, had no problem with the plywood sheet. Although it didn't blow through the concrete cinder block, the broadhead stayed together. For more information on the jackhammer and the full line of fine products from Wasp Archery, visit wasparchery.com and fling the sting.
Sky turned black the day you left, darkest colors left to rest. Shades of gray would lead the night in from the west. She told me angels fly away, we'll meet again someday. I am lonesome without you. I am so lonesome without you, my baby doll. I am lonesome without you. She told me angels fly away, we'll meet again someday. I am lonesome without you, without you. Tried to hide my pain, yet I'm walking in the rain. I lost my light to look in darkness. I'm searching anyway. I pray to Jesus and I shake. I'm a sinner, not a saint. It's you alone showed me love to find faith. I am so lonesome without you, my baby. She told me angels fly away, we'll meet again someday. I am lonesome without you, without you, without you.
It's like one I'd ever shoot. Yeah, he's a shooter. He's definitely a shooter. Oh yeah. What is he, a 4x? Man, he's gonna come this way too, I bet. I bet he does. Yeah, he noticed it. His ear turned, but he's feeding. He goes. He's looking right at us. He turned away. Oh yeah, he did, but he doesn't want any part of it.
want to see what this is. I want this one. I want this one. I want this one.
He's at 35. I want you to use your 20-yard pin, but just hold on. Hold on. I don't know, sweetie, he's a little small.
Dad, I want him. I'm gonna get him.
Sweetie, he's not that
Oh
big.
my God.
He's not that big. He was a 2.5. Well, I agree with that word. He was marginal. But I sure wouldn't have been unhappy. He's a good deer. Nice job.
Thank you.
It's okay. It's okay, sweetie. It's okay.
There's lots of deer out here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good night. That was a doe behind him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to digress for just a moment because when we left here night one, I was pretty down on myself for making the mistake of calling her off what would have been the best deer of her life.
Yeah.
And
so far, yes.
Yeah, it would have been. And I was really pretty down on myself for what I thought was screwing that up. I should have let her go ahead and try to make the shift position in the stand, and let her try to make the swing, and just try to pull it off. Here's what was refreshing to me, was that the whole way from here back to Boonville, Audrey was talking me up. Mm-hmm. And she's the one who didn't get to take the shot. So she's the one saying, the whole way back was Audrey saying,
right.
Yeah, she said, Dad, it's okay. She said, I see why you made the call that you did. She said, I don't think I could have gotten into position. She was the one talking me up, when in reality you'd think it'd be the other way around. You would have thought she would have been the one who was the most down in the dumps. So, we kind of flipped positions there, and I listened to her, and I felt a whole lot better by the time I got home, because I felt pretty bad about screwing that up.
That's what you call a team.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes when one's down, the other's got to kind of pick you up.
You bet.
Can't always give 50-50.
We've been a pretty good team for a lot of years.
That's right.
Yep, like 18 of them.
Oh yeah, all 18 of them. That's right.
Right. So anyway, I wanted to just go through that because it made the next morning a completely different experience, because now we had put the previous evening behind us. I don't think I've ever had, in fact, I know I've never had a day in the woods where I saw so many bucks.
All in the same set.
The buck to doe ratio was off the charts. It was, I don't think we saw but 2 does, and we probably saw 10 bucks that day.
Yep, 8 to 10,
It was a lot of them, and they were following a consistent pattern. They were coming from the north, from our right, working the woods, and they were just cruising. And we would grunt and they'd stop and look, or we'd rattle a little bit, they'd stop and look, but they were all on a mission. It was really, it's just
you could tell the rut was on.
One of the bucks that came through, I put a grunting and real quick rattling session on him, and then I'm going to let you pick it up and take it from there.
My dad is sitting to my right, and he's leaning forward looking at this other buck. Then I see movement out of the corner of my eye as I'm looking directly behind my dad's head. And I'm like, Dad, there's deer back there, there's deer back there. He starts to walk forward, and so my dad's like, well, we've got to get him to turn back in here. So he grunts.
Okay, that's a shooter.
he's on a mission. He's going somewhere, doing something, doing what deer do, doing deer things, right?
Right.
And so he's walking, and my dad gives a big
Hold on. Rachel. Wait. Jump string a little
He
bit.
jumped string.
He jumped
Oh, yeah.
the string. Their reaction time is so quick. When they hear the string, they're dropping.
And I'm stunned at how quick their reflexes were.
Yep.
Because he was already moving down.
Yep.
And right over the top we went, and he returned to complete normal behavior in 5 steps.
Again, showing this transition that, newbie, if I can call you that, a newbie
Oh, yeah.
with the crossbow. Then here we are. Things go well, but yet they don't end as you would have them.
Right.
Right.
Again,
Right.
Buck's fine.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
a little
Yep.
sore, but he's still
Yep.
doing his rep thing. Now we're
Doing his
in.
rep thing.
Now you've moved locations,
Yep.
and you're set up. Talk me through that.
Well, now we've moved locations. We're on to one of the prime stands on the other half of the property, which is the east side. And it's different when you're bow hunting versus gun hunting. I mean,
yeah.
I've learned so much this week. It's
Yeah,
been
me
a
too.
real education. To me, the best way to describe it is a shrinking of the envelope. The deer behave the same. All the same, you're dealing with the same weather adversities. You're in a stand. Everything else is the same.
Everything that you can't control is the same.
Exactly. But then you have this shrinking of the envelope. We could have shot a dozen bucks over the last 5 days with a gun.
Oh, yeah.
We've only had
Providing
one
that everything
shot
was.
at a buck with a bow.
Yep.
There would be, if we had a dozen tags, they'd all be filled tonight.
Yep.
With a rifle.
The hard times blowing threes, so it seems. At least that's the way this year had seemed to have told. And I've been
Audrey was in her usual spot, being a left-handed shooter. She was sitting on my left side, and I'm on the right side. She had the crossbow, and it was pointed forward. And this doe popped out. We couldn't have scripted that doe to do a better job than she
No,
did this morning.
she
we
did
really
awesome.
couldn't have. We couldn't have put her on a string and had her doing anything better than what she did on her own. She popped out 40 yards to our right. So now I'm in the way of her.
Yep.
Because I've got her on my left. The doe popped out 40 yards to our right and immediately started coming towards us. Now the woods is just dead silent. It was just that picture-perfect,
Yep.
quiet morning.
Yep, everything was crisp, so
So-
you could hear everything.
I was able to get the rangefinder up above the rail, get a quick range on her. She was at 18 yards.
Yep.
And then I knew from our mistakes on the first night, it's time for me to shut up.
Right. There is a point. Yeah, and
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and I've learned that the hard way. It's time for me to shut up because I'm very confident in Audrey's ability to shoot. Go ahead, 2-0, top circle, front shoulder. Perfect. Watch her. Just leave her. You drilled her. She's tipping. There she goes.
like the leaves, they make their colors, then they fall. And this October
It's an undescribable feeling. I love the adrenaline rush, the happiness, my face says it all on on the camera. I sat there, I was crying, I was heavy breathing, all that good stuff. It made me feel really good. It made me feel secure and confident in knowing that I know what I'm doing when it comes to that kind of thing, and knowing that I'm good with my team. Hunting is a journey, it's the experience, and getting a deer is just icing on the cake. It's cake is still a cake without the icing. Icing just makes it that much better.
It only takes 15 seconds.
That's right, less than.
So for us, we are at that cusp of the hunt where if it ended right now, I believe everybody holds their head high.
Oh, everybody would be
Astounding
completely
success.
happy.
Yeah.
If tonight was the end of the season, we would be driving away as happy as could be. Astounding
Content,
success.
yep.
It's right. You deserve my life.
Hey.
Thanks for watching Outback Outdoors. We encourage you to comment below, and as always, like, subscribe, and click the alert to stay up to date on all our new videos.